Guys, we're up here again at the BNR Engines. We are now sitting with Mr. Mark Gauci, Mr. Immortal himself. Mark, how you doing, mate?
Hey, Scotty. How are you,
Mate, can you tell us a little bit about the boat that we're currently looking at?
Well, this is an Evercraft 18-foot 6 sailboat. I've owned the boat for approximately 20 years now. I've been racing for approximately 20 years. We do all the development on the boat ourselves. I started in the just before the year 2000. We were running the 6-litre carby class in another boat, in a Stevens boat, Hull, which we ran that for probably 2 or 3 years. And then we stepped up and we bought the Evercraft, and we ran 6-litre carby for a few years. And then we teamed up with Brett Nidry, and he built an injected 6-litre engine, which we ran the injected open 6-litre class. And we raced against the guys of Chris Whalen, Pugsley, Hall, all these guys, and we used to race hammer and tong, gunnel to gunnel for years, and that was really my apprenticeship for boat racing back then.
That's fantastic. Good bit of history there, mate. Going back a few years ago, you were running in the Blown Lights. Can you tell us a little bit more about that one?
Yeah, we ran the Blown Lights series. Well, it was the first time I drove a blown boat with the Blown Light engine. The first year I had a lot of trouble getting my head around it. I thought it would be a lot easier than what it was, but it wasn't, considering the amount of driving I've done over the years. So the first year, it was just a real learning curve. The second year, we sort of got our head around the engine, the power, and the development of the whole boat and engine package, and we ended up winning, I think it was 2014, the Blown Light series, and that was my introduction to blown boat racing. So yeah, we enjoyed that, and that lasted for 2 or 3 years, and that was really good.
That's awesome. I mean, going back to those sort of race days, they were really good racing to watch. Blown Lights always did a real good race, so let's hope that we can sort of see you coming out more in the unlimited class and doing more racing that way. Mark, there's other things, like how long is it going to take you to get over to Adelaide, just so the fans know?
Oh, look, it'll probably be an 8-hour trip, I'd say, with the transporter and all the family come across, family and friends, and that's so it's a lot of preparation to get for a race meet like the Marge Watson. We're going to go out and do another test run in this weekend, just as our final test run. We ran up at Yarrawonga a couple of weeks ago, and that all went fairly well. We were happy with the engine, so so there's a lot of work. The engine's just gone back in tonight. Just checked everything over, made sure everything's right. The gearbox has been out, checked everything. So, the boats from front to back has been at a once over, so we're pretty well prepared for next weekend.
Are you travelling across to Adelaide by yourself, or obviously with the family, but any other crews coming with you?
Yeah, I've got about probably six in the crew, 6 guys, and I'll be going over in the transporter. So we'll head over there on Thursday morning, relax Thursday night, and be ready to set up and get on the water on a Friday. Give the boat a run at Gilman there, and it's a track that I really like. The track there, everything about it, the water conditions, just the setup, the track size, corners. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Mark, you've had an amazing bit of history racing, not only just the Immortal craft, but going back in time. Mate, is there anyone that you've been sort of looking up to as you've been racing?
Oh, look, like I said, we've been racing for a while, and you have the likes of Chris Palmer, who we've had a lot of duels with. Unfortunately, either he's broken down or I've broken down. So he's the sort of guy, and we have utmost respect for each other. But he's the sort of guy that I'd like to have a one-on-one with on the track.
So he would be your nemesis, basically, for this
Well,
weekend?
there's quite a few. You've got the Ramsey boys as well, who are nipping at my tail at the moment. And also you've got Shepherd as well, and you can't discount Quinny as well. He'll be there as well. So it's not going to be easy at all. So you've got to get it right. The boat's got to be right. The setup's got to be right. You've got to get that start right. You've got to get the first corner right and out of the first corner. So a lot of things got to go right for it to happen. But it's a challenge.
Speaking from experience,
yeah,
being You know, this is not your first time you've been over there to hopefully holding the march.
Yeah.
So let's hope for that to be happening again.
Yep.
Mark, most importantly, sponsors before you go over to this weekend. Who would you like to start naming?
Absolutely. Huge thanks to B&R Engines, Brett Nidry, does all the engine work on the boat. Lucas Oils, MSC Signs, Advanced Magnetos, Prostain Fabrications, Sheridan Building Services, Power Excavations, and Working on It. These guys really help us out.